Hey, hello friend. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And friends, in today's session, we will be going to see what is this elastic file system and how we might mount this elastic file system storage to our different EC2 servers, right? In the two different availability zone. So let's get started. So, guys, you need to log in into this AWS console, and then you need to go into this EFS Elastic File System. Right? Just type EFS here, and then go to EFS. So in EFS, you need to create a file system. You can read all these things from by your own. What is this EFS storage and why we are using this EFS storage? And in our today series, we are just doing hands-on lab. So I will be uh, showing you how to create elastic file system and how we can mount this EFS to our different servers in a different availability zone, so that if any users want to get the files from another location, from another availability zone, then they will be able to access the same file. So friends, let's create this file system. Here you need to provide the name of this file system. So you can my EFS. So friends, we name is optional, but still we need to provide some name here. My first name, my first EFS, and then virtual, and then VPC. We can keep it as a default, and then here availability and durability, right? So here in this demo lab, we are we are going to demonstrate the regional base this EFS elastic file system. So we are not going to create our EFS into single availability zone. We are going to look into the EFS of multi availability zone, right? So here you can read this, and if we need to create this as a without customization, then we can create, but let's show you how we can edit and customize our this file system. So click on customize. Right here, my first EFS, and it should be regional EFS. And here, my friend, you can see automatic backup option. It is by default enabled. And lifecycle management policy, you can see here, transition into infrequent access. Like suppose if we are having some data into our EFS storage, and we are not using this storage, then in that case our data will go into some kind of like infrequent access storage, and the charges for that infrequent access data will be less as compared to storing the data into EFS file system. So here you can see different time zones. So let's keep it as a 30 days, and then a performance mode. So here there is a two kind of performance mode provided by AWS. So one is general purpose, and another is maximum input output, right? So you can read ideal full latency sensitive use case like web serving environments and content management system, and in this max input output scale to higher level of aggregate throughput and operations per second. So for big data kind of project, you can use this one. So for this demo, for this lab, we can use general purpose. And throughput mode is also to kind bursting and provision, right? So let's keep this as a bursting, and enable encryption by default enable. And if we want to provide some kind of tag, then we can provide the tag here. but here let's keep this as it is. Next, here on targets, and we need to select all three availability zone into this Mumbai region, and this is three availability zone: 1A, 1B, Asia Pacific, 1C. And the security group, friend, we need to create a new security group. So let's go and create new security group for EFS. So here in the security groups tab, we are already in the security groups tab. We just go and create a security group. So we can say EFS G, right? And description, we can provide anything, whatever we want. And VPC should remain default one. And inbound rules we are not attaching right now. We will be doing this later. Just go and create this security group, right? And again, we need to come here. Just refresh the page because we're not able to find our security group. Go to next. Here we will be able to find our new security group. EFS security group. We just created. Attach the security group. Remove the default. We have attached this EFS security group, which we just now created. Right. Next. So for this time, this is optional. So this is not required. Go to next. Now this is the review page. You can see, and we can see here, right? And just go and create this EFS. So guys, we have created this elastic file system. If you can open this EFS, we will be able to see like metered size, whatever storage is full on this EFS file system, and or how many data we are having in a standard in this EFS, and how many how much data we are having in this frequency access data. Here you can monitor this EFS storage. Here you can find the tags. Here you can see the file system policy. Here you can find the access point, and here you can find the network details. Right? We are having this file system available in all these three availability zone. Right? In this Asia Pacific 1A, 1B, 1C, right? So now friends, we are going to create few servers on which we will be mounting this EFS file system, and then we will be looking into how we can access file, how we can upload a file, how we can create a file in one availability zone, and we will be able to find the same file into another availability zone, right? So let's go into EC2. And we are not having any running instance, right? So we need to create 2 or 3 EC2 instances. So for this demo first, we will be creating 2 EC2 instances. Launch instance, create area eligibility, select this one, t2.micro, configure instance detail, review and launch. No. We also need to create a new security group. So EC2 to EFS SG. Right? And description we can keep it as that is. And inbound rule, we are just allowing this SSH TCP protocol to access our this EFS security group. Review and launch. launch. We are having this pmk.pmk launch instance. Now, my friend, we need to create another EC2 instance. So just started. So my friend, my instance, my server is now running. So let's click on this. So to create a similar kind of like server, we need to go into this like previous version of tab. You can just go into the older dashboard, and from here you will be able to create the instance, similar kind of instance. So here launch more like this. Okay. So go to this edit instance detail, and this is already available in Asia Pacific South 1A. So please create in 1B, right? Review and launch. Review and launch. So now, friend, our both instance is now running. One is 1A and another is in 1B, right? So these two servers are in two different availability zones. So now let's connect it to these two servers. We just need to replace this IP address. Yes, we are connected. Yes. Here the screen, right? So now, my friends, now we need to mount this. So to mount this EFS onto our EC2 server, we need to go here into this attached tab, right? And from this attached tab, you can mount this EFS onto our EC2 server via two methods, via DNS method and via mount via IP. So we are going to see how to mount this EFS via DNS. So here we can see EFS mount help of sudo mount t EFS -o TLS is like a kind of certification. It's a kind of certificate like SSL certificate, TS transport layer certificate, and we have mounted these to this. So let's go and see this user guide. Because to mount this EFS, we need to install some utils, some package. So here you can see the EFS mount helper. We need to click on this here. And we need to install some packages on our EC2 server to mount this EFS. Copy this. Run this command into both of our EC2 servers. You install the package here, just click run the same command onto another server. Here again, here the session. Screen, right? And now we need to create a directory to mount this EFS, to mount this EFS file, Elastic File System. So just go here and mkdir created mkdir EFS. So it's created. Now we need to run this command. So my friends, we can see we are getting some timeout error, like nothing is like proceeding ahead. So we need to look into the security group, right? Okay, let's go into the security group. We can see EC2 to EFS and EFS to as security group. So we have attached this security group into our EFS storage, right? So just click on this, go to the inbound role, edit inbound rules, add rules. So that should be the custom TCP, and this should be from our EC2 to EFS save rules. Now we will be able to run this command. So this one, copy this, paste this into our web server. Here, my friend, you can see this EFS. Let's we can find. We created this. Oh, 1 minute. Let me check again. In bundle, we have attached here. We are not able to. Let's run this. Oh, there is some security group issue. Let me check this. No, we have like attached this EFS security group, and this EC2 security group it attached to this one, right? SSH is allowed, right? Edit inbound rules. All traffic, right? From all, we need to whitelist all traffic from this security group. Save rules. Now we will be able to download. We will be able to mount this file. Now you can see this is mounted right now. So the same command into our server. This. So change to this directory, into EFS directory, and here we are not able to find anything. Just create any file, sudo nano abc.txt and add something. Hello, and 1, right? We can go there and we can find this document, this abc.txt file here. And if any user is trying to access this file from another server, we can go into this EFS directory and we can see this file. We can access the content of this file as well. Yeah, hello friend, this data is from server 1. Now if any user is like creating any file on this server and they are and another user on this server or in this availability zone is trying to access the same data, then he also would be able to access the data. So let's create another file, nano sudo nano test2.txt or this data right. That's it. Now my friend, if anyone, you can find this test2.txt file here, and if we are going to see the content of this file, then we will be able to see it. So friends, this is all about EFS, Elastic File System. And before closing this session, before completing this system, just try to ensure you need to delete all the resources, whatever we have created, right? So that there will not be any more charges on your account. Okay. So thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.